What's up, duelists? Today's video is going to be a really exciting one, but before we get into it, just want to remind you guys we have a tournament coming up on the 29th of January. It's going to be run in the FL Discord. It's going to be free entry and double elimination, as always. More info on the pricing structure later, but there will be a link to the FL Discord in the description below. Make sure and click that, make sure and check it out. If you want to check out the tournament or any of our previous tournaments, it will be covered here on our YouTube channel, and it will be streamed live, I believe, also on our YouTube channel. So make sure and stay tuned for that. Onto the deck. Today's deck is pretty hype. It's a Vayu Zombie Lightsworn deck. This is a deck that I've been brewing a little bit lately. It's a deck I've been working on a lot, and it's a deck that is very aggressive. It makes for quick games, maybe not necessarily the best games. If your opponent has a weaker draw, you can just run them over turn 2, turn 3. Sometimes you kind of fold to certain floodgates, which I'll get into later. But it's a very fun deck. One of the thought processes behind this deck is that having extra copies of Lila or Arcus or kind of these extra normal summons were bogging down my vibes, you know? They were making it so my middle game was slower and grindier. And yeah, well, that's fun and all. I want to kill my opponent fast. You know, I'm trying to kill my opponent with some, free synchro monsters, some free summons. And that's kind of the concept behind including the Vayus and the Sirokkos. Unfortunately, the Vayus and the Sirokkos are bricks and normal summons, kind of like the Arcus is. But by discarding them with cards like Zombie Master, Card Destruction, Monster Reincarnation, Lumina, these types of things, even Bryonic, as a way to get these guys out of your hand into the grave, you can put a ton of damage into play really, really quick. So here we are, The other noticeable decision in this deck is to include the 3-card Zombie Engine. I really like this Zombie Engine when playing with a deck like this. I know I mentioned that the Sirokkos and the Vayus can be bricks as well as the other Lightsworn monsters. Zombie Master does a pretty good job of helping you cycle out those bricks while being a proactive play. I like it a lot against Vayu mirror matches and against Lightsworn mirror matches as well because they play their own Plague Spreader zombie. So it gives you a discard outlet to play with when you even have no graveyard in some situations. Obviously those are corner case, but the fact that it works in taking your opponent's monsters too is pretty sick. The only spell cards I really want to talk about in the main deck are Card Destruction and Monster Reincarnation. I opted to play both of these cards because they are very fast. Unlike Beckoning Light, Card Destruction, when you have all of these graveyard effects between Mizuki, the 2 Vayus, the 2 Sirokkos, the Plague, the Necrogardener, it's just too strong not to play in this deck. You can get an OTK off of a Card Destruction very easily, or you can get, obviously your equity back almost immediately by discarding one of these cards that give you a +1. For the sideboard, I'm a little bit iffy on some of these selections so far. This is still being tested a lot. The 2 things I really like in the sideboard, well, I guess I should say the 3 things I really like in the sideboard are the DD Crows, the Thunder King, and the Spell and Trap removal. Cyber Dragon, obviously you gotta have it. I feel like if you're playing Edison format in 2022 and you're playing a deck that isn't like type locked, like dragons or something, you should be siding Cyber Dragons. They're just good in every matchup. I don't know what to say about Cyber Dragon other than it's the best card when you're going second, not even close, and it's an auto field wipe in some matchups. This is literally one of the best cards in the sideboard in any deck. So obviously I'm happy with these, but the cards that are exceptional are the 3 DD Crows, the Thunder King, and the Spell and Trap removal. I like this suite. I like Royal Decree, and I like Mystical Space Typhoon and Giant Tornado. Sometimes I don't like Royal Decree because one of the biggest back row matchups is Glads, and obviously they have an easy time dealing with Royal Decree and they kind of laugh at it almost. But this deck has a pretty easy time setting up a bigger monster like an Armed Wing or even a Jane, and then just setting a Decree can be very difficult for Glads. So I think that this is a better Royal Decree deck against Glads than maybe something else. Even Decree Raikou is not bad against them too. Thunder King, I'm going to probably have to bump this card up from 1 to like 2 or 3. And there's a reason for this. Thunder King is phenomenal in the metagame. It's very good against dragons and it's very good against heroes. And I think those 2 decks are very popular. Also, in Edison format, there's not too many quote unquote unbreakable boards. But in this deck, you can make something that is pretty damn close. And that would be Judgment Dragon plus Thunder King. I think this setup is pretty much a checkmate setup against a lot of decks. As for the extra deck, the only thing that's not, I guess, ordinary for an extra deck like this is I've included 1 Revive King Hades. The importance of this is you can use Zombie Master plus Plague. Oops, timed out due to inactivity. Guess we'll refresh that real quick. The importance of this is that you can use Zombie Master and Plague to make Revive King, and then you can stack for Plague and make Dark End. It gives you a nice little Dark End ladder for Zombie Master, and it lets you clear things like Stardust Dragon with like 1 normal summon, which is nice. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And you know what? I like this video, and you guys should too. Smash like. We're going to get into the games. See you guys in a bit. Got a game versus best Yu-Gi-Oh player North America. We're going to see if they're really the best or not, I guess. Win the rock, paper, scissors, which is very nice. Very nice for us. Let's just get our engine going, like, pretty much immediately if we draw something that mills. Nice hand. Nice hand. No bricks. Let's see what our 6th draw is. Don't book lagging a little bit. Mizuki, that would have been nice to mill, but again, not too bad. Not too bad. I think we will start off with... this is tricky. Setting Raikou turn 1 is kind of mid. I think we'll hold the charge to see what they're doing. I think we will just summon Lila turn 1. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll end phase mill 3. This will prevent some back row shenanigans, and they'll be forced to attack over this. Obviously, if they have Shura or Fire Dog or something, that's gonna punish us, but whatever. It's like Shura or Fire Dog versus... Oh, here we go. Ask them if they have priority and damage step to use Honest. See if we can bait anything. And then we'll just let them both die. Okay. That was very net positive for us, because we get to like mill more. And they didn't get to mill at all. Huh. I think we'll start things off with a charge. See what we can mill with this. Hopefully a wolf. Oh, we milled Lumina. That sucks. That's what I was going to search. God damn it. I guess maybe we could search Jane. Ah, milling Lumina sucks. I'll grab Jane. Damn, that sucks. I guess we'll go... Oh, we have 4 names now, though. Sorry, JD's live. Do we want to blow shit up? I guess we'll go... Card Trooper JD attack? Maybe? Maybe not. I think we'll just go Card Trooper attack. Next turn we can go for game. I think. Right? We haven't milled anything good at all. It's really unfortunate. Opponent has nothing though. They like really have nothing. We haven't hit a Vayu or a Plague. Those would be our 2 best. I guess Necrogardener would also be good. Okay, here's Lumina. This is all fine. They're going to be able to mill 6, but, you know, whatever. We have the live JD. I guess if we don't kill them next turn, though, it's going to be a little awkward. Let's see what we draw here first. Well, we drew Necrogardener. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Go down a little bit. See what they mill. No name and 1 name. Okay, their JDs are now live after we nuke their field. That's something we have to keep in our minds. Does that give us lethal in any way? Let me think here. If only we had like a Vayu engrave or something. We could summon the Vayu and then nuke the field. And then go for 5,300. Then they won't be able to return nuke. I like that. Yeah, let's do that. Blow up the field. Then Vayu activate. Now even if they have JD, they're going to be below 1,000. They won't even be able to return nuke us, which is big. And I guess we'll just punch for a lot of damage here. We're also up a ton of cards, which is nice. They also can't brain control. That's pretty big. Oh, here's Trag. I'll probably blow this up again, just because. Why not? Don't want to let them have a shot at stealing our guy. I guess if they have Chaos Sorcerer now, it punishes us, but whatever, you know? Like, the game goes on after that, you know? And it looks like we did mill our 2nd Vayu, so we're going to have access to an Armed Wing next turn. We have a lot going for us right now. This is an interesting matchup. I'm surprised our opponent crashed the Lilas and didn't, like, try to mill. Because them not trying to mill on the first turn let us get way ahead. Okay, they have JD. They're going to crash their JD. Is this honest? No. No honest. We're going to take 1,700. They're going to mill 3. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see what they mill. Okay. So they don't have... Ooh, Burial's insane. That's so broken. Oh my goodness. I guess we get to just banish these 2. Summon Armor Master, Burial, go from there. I mean, this is all sorts of game. Yeah, exactly. GG's for game 1. Game 2, let's see what we have. We're going to be going second, right? We saw that they're on kind of a traditional like Arcus Tragodia build. DD Crow is okay in this matchup. Like, it is okay, but it's also like kind of like sus. I mean, I like Trap Dust Shoot. They might be bringing in their own DD Crows. This is really interesting. I don't think I've ever played a Light Sworn, Vayu Sworn matchup before in my life. What are some weaker cards? I think Raikou is kind of weak. I think Raikou is generally pretty weak in these matchups. So we can swap Trap Dust Shoot for Raikou. I also think that them having Honest is going to be a bit of a pain in my ass. So maybe Raikou gets better. Heavy Storm seems trash. Cold Wave seems alright, but I think we can cut it. We're going second, so the tribute monsters don't really appeal to me. Cyber Dragon's alright. Cyber Dragon's not bad. I do like DD Crow in some capacity. Card Destruction's probably not the best, but it favors us, I guess, especially if they're like holding stuff. And then maybe we can side out like Rhoda Greffer or something. Oh, Greffer's very strong, actually. Maybe we'll leave Greffer. We'll bring in the 2 Cyber Dragons and we'll bring in a DD Crow. We'll try this. We'll see how this does. Going second, I like this. Going first, I like DD Crow a little bit more than Cyber Dragon, obviously, because you're the one with the play. And then I also think Raikou's a little bit better going first. But going second, he's a little weaker. I'm opting not to cut any of the engine cards, like the Zombie Engine or the Vayu Engine, because I think they will be how we kind of regain our positioning from being on the draw a little bit. Like, I think there will be a turn where we can maybe go like Zombie Master, Revive Plague, and then make like a, what's that card? Revive King Hades, and run over a Raikou or something. That'll give us our positioning back. Okay, my body has a shield and Dark Arm Dragon, so they're playing Twilight. That's strange. Normally you don't see Arcus and Twilight. Okay, shuffle our hand, show them. They're probably, I have to imagine, going to take Cyber Dragon, maybe? Cyber Dragon's probably the best card in our hand. They could also just take JD. That's like really not that bad here, taking JD. Oh, they're going to take Jane. Huh. That's really interesting. So they left us with JD. They left us with Raikou. So our turn's going to be like Cyber Dragon attack, set Raikou, and I think that's a solid turn. That is definitely a solid turn for us. If they have Honest, okay. We traded our Cyber Dragon for the Honest. See, that's not even bad. They have 2 names now. The Aaron is down. Not that that really matters against Raikou, because we'll still get to mill. But I think we're looking all right. Here. Their own Cyber Dragon will be a little annoying. Clear ours for free. I'm a little surprised they didn't take Cyber Dragon, because Cyber Dragon is the only way we can play 2 cards this turn. Okay, here's Foolish Burial. Oh, this might be Wolf. Wolf Celestial would be nasty. That would be really nasty. Okay, I wasn't really thinking about this. This makes a lot of sense now. This makes a lot of sense with why they left us with our 2 cards. No Wolf Celestia. Wow. Okay, so they're just letting us have the Raikou. Interesting. Card Trooper, really good to draw now that our Cyber Dragon's out of play, actually. That's kind of funny. And we can start to pressure our opponent pretty big here. Let's see what we mill. Milling Plague is good, and milling a Lightsworn Name is good. So that was a great mill for us. Very, very strong. It gets one of our better engine cards down, too, in case we find Mizuki or we find Zombie Master. That's the dude. That's the guy. Oh, Brain Control. That's nasty. Okay, they're going to get to mill 3, and they're going to get to... Ooh, this is really bad for us, actually. This is really, really bad. They milled a Garoth. They're now at 4 names. This is really, really bad. Yeah, this is really bad. I'm a little surprised that they specialed the JD here. I don't think this is really like a great special summon, because we do have Wolf. Or not Wolf, we do have Plague, so we can make Catastor. And we also now have JD. Or not JD, Zombie Master. Necrogardna is very, very important for them here. That's very, very important. Oh, them hitting Necrogardna is really bad for us. Huh. Is there any way we can deal with that? Let me see. If we go Zombie Master, Pitch Wolf, it only puts us to 3 names. And then we could go Bryonic, Pitch Necrogardna, Attack. That's not going to be good enough. Do we have any, like, way to make a 6-star and then an 8-star? Oh, we do. We can make Dark End here, actually. Oh, that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I like that. I like that. It does make things a little awkward because we're going to lose our Plague, but we are going to be able to clear the JD. So let's try this. Let's try this. We're going to Zombie Master. Zombie Master here is actually probably going to pitch the Wolf, I think. And this is going to summon Plague Spreader. Oh, just kidding. They have Crow. That is tough. That is really tough. I think we might just be dead now. Yep. And this is why having the Crow on the play is so good. That Brain Control was also really devastating. Damn. Get to see a little bit more of their deck. They have Allure. They have... What are the cards? DD Crow. They have Chaos Sorcerer. Okay. And this is lethal damage, so we'll go to game 2. I'll say GG because they said GG after game 1. Going first, what do I like? I like the Crows. I mean, I don't hate Cyber Dragon, right? I don't hate it, but just going first, you'd rather have something like Thunder King. DD Crow seems really important. I might just bring in all 3. Man, that was really tough. The zombie stuff was close, but like losing out to like DD Crow like that is kind of brutal. Maybe we only need 2 Crows. Do we want to go to a more like traditional Lightsworn deck on the play and forego some of the stuff because they're on DD Crow? Like we could side out the whole like zombie package for 2 Honest, and we could side in the 3rd Crow over the Plague. We could do something like this. I don't hate this, but I don't know. I want to showcase the deck, right? I want to showcase the deck. That's kind of the point. We could have brought in the Vanity's Fiend too. There's a lot of different ways we could have sided this. I'm a little sort of curious on how that could have gone. If we mill a 4-star Lightsworn here, we can Lumina Garroth turn 1, which is going to be great. And we milled our Lumina again. All right. Fantastic. Really cool. Great. Wonderful. I guess, what do we get? Do we just get Lila? Nah, that's lame. We could also get Jane. We could get Jane set Raikou. Man, that sucks. That really, really sucks. Yeah, I guess we get Jane, and I guess we set Raikou. We could have gotten Lila there, but I'm cool with just not, you know? I'm cool with it. We're chilling. We're chilling. We have 1 name. We have 2 more in hand. Next turn, if they do nothing, we can summon Garroth, Raikou, mill only. Get the Garroth mill too. This is also fine. I'm totally cool going -1 to get my mills online against a card trooper. They milled 2 of the same name, which is actually pretty good for us. Then we'll mill 3. Milled our Mizuki and a Vayu. That's really good. That's really, really good for us. Next turn, we'll be able to summon Jane. Start getting the life point pressure going. You'll love to see it. Oh, baby, that's disgusting. What can we do here with this? This is actually a disgusting draw. I think we will go for this. This is pretty gross. This is going to go ahead and send our Plague. We could also send Necroguard now. I think sending Plague is good, though. This gives us a lot of play. We'll try to activate Vayu. See what they do. Okay, cool. Vayu's going to happen. Oh, man. This is big pressure. This is big pressure. This is 4K. This is a 2-turn clock. And they only have 1 Lightsworn name engraved. What a big draw. Greffer was so good here. No Trag? No Trag? Okay. No Trag. If they did have Trag main phase 2, we could Mizuki back the Plague and make the Dark End Dragon and blow up his Trag. Here we're going to leave the Plague as sort of like a Mizuki Plague, basically sort of like a mini extender if we need it. We can make Bronic next turn, pitch our Vayu, and go for game. If they do something passive like set a Raikou, I mean, they're just dead 10 times over. They pretty much have to have an insane turn here to come back. They only have 1 name. They have to get 3 names or 2 Darks and like a Dark Arm Dragon. Chaos Sorcerer does a little bit to stabilize, but again, we can still just like go for game through that, given that we have Bronic plus Vayu. I guess if they banish the Armwing, we don't have the game set up. We could just go for like Goyo Guardian, take their Chaos Sorcerer. Okay, here's the recharge. That's 3 names. 3 names for them. That's big. They could crash a Lightsworn and then JD main phase 2. That's something they could do. But again, we still have positioning. They're gonna need a lot to beat us here. Okay, here's the Chaos Sorcerer. This is something. This is definitely something. All right, Sork comes down in attack position. Interesting. Interesting that they put it in attack position. And then they set a monster. The monster is presumably Raikou. They better have a DD Crow here, or else they are fucked. They are super fucked. Because we can go Bionic Bounce both JD. And then JD attacks first. Puts them to 1,000. I guess we Mizuki first. We try to get our Plague into play in case they have DD Crow. Yeah, this is for sure it. And then Dark Refer can go send Vayu and Sirocco. And then we can end by normal summoning... Oh, we could even send Necrogarna too. Wow, we could really, really go off. I think we are going to send the Sirocco just because we have no way to really turn our Vayu into plus right now. But this is just disgusting. This is just ultimate disgusting. We get a Bryonic, bounce both his monsters, special summon JD. Nice. And then we would be able to summon Thunder King main phase 2, protect the Chaos Sorcerer from coming back down, and protect that from, like, if there was like a JD or a Dark Armed or whatever. So we were going to be able to end on JD negate with follow-up in our grave, like for an 8-star, because we have Sirocco plus Plague. That was just nasty. That was just a nasty game. Damn. Crazy mirror match. I need to practice the sideboarding on this, I think, a little bit more. But other than that, a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Smash like, subscribe. You know the vibes. Peace out.